Good morning. Welcome to Salina Regional's Morning Medical. Today's program, we're going to be talking mental health issues, in particularly for men. With me, I have Ryan Poling. Ryan is with Viridian Behavioral Health. What are some of the signs and symptoms somebody, particularly a man, might be having mental health issues?
Well, a lot of times it's something will feel off for the man. You know, maybe it's things at work aren't going well. His performance is slipping in ways that it hadn't before. Maybe things at home aren't going well. He's getting into more arguments with his wife, with his kids, with roommates. A lot of times they can be very subtle and easy to miss, but generally it has to do with something feeling off, something feeling like it's not quite going the way it should be.
Now comes the more difficult part, seeking help. It's probably hard enough for everybody to admit that something's going on and need something, particularly with men. There's some certain circumstances that make it more difficult, correct?
Oh yeah, well, you know, especially in a Midwestern culture like here, there's a lot of pressure for men to pull themselves up by their own bootstraps, you know, and that's part of, you know, being ingrained in a rural culture. I mean, you make things work, you do what you can with what you have. Unfortunately, part of what filters down for men is that, well, you know, I'm the provider, I gotta make this work, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, but it can also discourage men from seeking help when they actually need it. The other part of it too is as men we learn pretty early on that certain things are just not really okay to talk about. You know, we learn that certain emotions, you know, maybe sadness, fear, are things that, you know, I don't know that I can really talk about that openly with my buddies. I mean, a lot of times when I start my therapy sessions with men, I have to sit down with them and say, you know, I realize this is kind of weird, two dudes sitting in a room talking about emotions, right? It's unusual.
Right.
So I think that a lot of it is this pressure for men to one, not have to talk about emotions, and to two, you know, be this rock, be solid, to not need help.
So how do you break down those walls? I mean, when you get somebody that is, you know, very closed down and not willing to do it.
It's a couple things. I think one is just acknowledging it, just saying, yeah, this is going on right now. I mean, this feels a little weird to be sitting in a room with a therapist talking about something that we're often told we're not supposed to be talking about. So just saying that in the moment, I think, is helpful. The other part of it is just kind of modeling it and just being open, asking questions. You know, what was that like for you when that happened? You know, wow, that must have been really hard to have to go through that, to get that from your boss. You know, and you're usually so good at work, and to see your performance slip, that's got to be really difficult.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thanks for being on the show. Thank you for watching. For more information, please visit srhc.com, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter.